Good afternoon. Here is the media news on OGBC. My name is Temitope Babalola. First, the major items. President Tinubu assures investors of ease of doing business. Ogun State government to use technology for water generation. In Syria, the rebel military commander has named a president for the transition period. The Presidential Enabling Business Environment Council (PEBEC) on Wednesday officially unveiled the regulatory policy framework designed to stimulate foreign direct investment and improve Nigeria's climate on business. The event, entitled the Regulators Forum, took place at the State House Conference Hall in Abuja. Addressing the audience, the Deputy Chief of Staff to the President, Senator Ibrahim Adejia, who represented President Bola Tinubu, assured investors of the federal government's support, particularly in the area of ease of doing business. He said the payback is a top priority for the president in line with the 8-point renewed hope agenda of his administration. Senator Adejia added that the commission has implemented over 180 verifiable business reforms since its inception, thanks to the collaborative efforts of all stakeholders. The federal government says it is keen on centralizing passport production in Nigeria. The Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tunji, made this known in a statement on Wednesday night following his meeting with top officials of the Nigerian Immigration Service (NIS). He noted that in the heart of the government is the people because they make up the critical component of the nation without which there would be no government. The minister said it is therefore a matter of priority to constantly think about how to serve the people better as an organ of government. The Minister of Women Affairs, Ajia Iman Suleiman Ibrahim, as one of the main source transit and destination countries for human trafficking in Africa. The minister stated this on Wednesday at a summit in Abuja, identified poverty, economic hardship, lack of education, cultural and gender norms, and weak law enforcement as key drivers of illegal migration and human trafficking in Nigeria. Citing the 2023 Global Slavery Index, she noted that Nigeria ranks among the top 10 countries with the highest number of trafficked persons, with an estimated 1.4 million Nigerians trapped in modern-day slavery, the majority being women and girls. The Nigerian Air Force (NAV) has reiterated its commitment to national security and promised to bring terrorists, bandits, kidnappers, and using the nation's ungoverned spaces as their operational basis to justice. The Chief of the Air Staff, Air Marshal Azan Abubakar, who made the vow, also declared the readiness of the NAV to ensure that those who take up arms against the state are found, fixed, and killed. Air Marshal Abubakar made the statement when he declared open a seminar in Abuja. He decried challenges such as absence without leave, drug abuse and substance misuse, as well as the negative influence of the social media, which has continued to pose an hindrance. The Chief of Air Staff said the seminar offers an opportunity to evaluate the current practices in NAV and explore innovative approaches to tackle those challenges. Plans are in top gear by the government and the Gateway State to leverage the use of technology and the internet to produce, distribute, and generate clean and quality water for residents. The Special Advisor to the Governor on SDG and Water Resources, Honorable Damilola Otubanjo, made this known during an assessment tour of water generation facilities in the state capital. She also said that the state government will continue to pay a lot of attention to quality assurance, adding that there are several plans by the government to ensure that the water corporation is not just producing water, but producing it sustainably. Honorable Otun Banjo also noted that the state government is planning to convert its several customers across the state who are still on flat and post-paid rate to prepaid rate. She explained that the conversion would help the corporation and the government gain significant value from the water they are producing. You're listening to the Media News on OGBC 90.5 FM. Syria's de facto leader, Mr. Ahmed al-Shara, has been named president for the transition period 7 weeks after he led the rebel offensive that overthrew Mr. Bashar al-Assad. The announcement came during an event in Damascus on Wednesday, which was attended by the commanders of factions who fought alongside the rebel alliance led by Shariah's Islamic group. According to report, rebel military commander Colonel Azan Abulghani also announced the cancellation of Syria's 2012 constitution and the dissolution of the former regime's parliament, army, and security agencies. He said, as president, Mr. Shariah would form an interim legislative council to help govern until a new constitution was approved, adding that the rebel groups which opposed Mr. Assad in the 13-year civil war would be dissolved and integrated into state institutions. Democratic Republic of Congo's president, Mr. Felix Tshisekedi, has insisted that his troops are mounting a strong response to Rwanda-backed fighters advancing in the country's recurring troubled east, while criticizing the international community's silence and inaction. In his first remarks since the latest crisis erupted, President Tshisekedi late on Wednesday said that a coordinated response against the terrorists and their sponsors is underway. The weeks-long offensive by M23 rebel group, which has seized vast swaths of eastern DRC, including most of the key cities of Goma, has prompted calls for crisis talks and warnings of a looming humanitarian disaster. DRC's mineral-rich east has been plagued by decades of conflict involving numerous armed groups, partly linked to the aftermath of the 1994 Rwandan genocide. Israel on Wednesday said that 11 more hostages held in Gaza, including five Thai nationals, would be freed this week as part of a fragile Gaza ceasefire. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office said it had received a list from Hamas of 8 hostages to be freed this Thursday, including the Thais and another 3, all men to be released on Saturday. The announcement came shortly after Hamas officials had accused Israel of delaying aid deliveries to Gaza and jeopardizing the agreement. The truce hinges on the release of Israeli hostages taken during Hamas's October 7, 2023 attack in exchange for 1,900 held in Israeli jails. Hamas has so far released 7 hostages, with 290 prisoners freed in exchange. The US President, Mr. Donald Trump, has signed an executive order aimed at restricting gender care for people under the age of 19. In the order, Mr. Trump said federal support for such care would end, calling on the Health and Human Services Secretary to take all appropriate actions to end the chemical and surgical mutilation of children. The order has the order has it that it was referring to treatments including puberty blockers, hormones such as estrogen and testosterone, as well as surgical procedures. It is likely to face legal challenges. More than 26 US states have already implemented restrictions on gender care for children and young people. A well lubricated economy is an asset to the people, contributes to a strong economy for the country. To end the media news, another look at the major items. Addressing audience at the official unveiling of the regulatory policy framework designed to stimulate foreign direct investment, the Deputy Chief of Staff to the President, Senator Ibrahim Adejia, who represented President Bola Tinubu, assured investors of government support, particularly in the area of ease of doing business. The Special Advisor to the Ogun State Governor on Sustainable Development Goals, SDG, and Water Resources, Honorable Damilola Otubanjo, during an assessment tour of generation facilities in Abeokuta, hinted that the government will leverage on the use of technology to generate clean and quality water for the residents. You also heard that the Syria's rebel military commander, Colonel Azan Abdulghani, has named Mr. Ahmed al-Sharaa as the president for the transitional government. The media news was edited by Elizabeth Kuforiji and broadcast from OGBC Belkuta. For exclusive programs and the latest news update, visit our website at ogunradio.ng. Follow us on Facebook at Ogun Radio Belkuta and on X at OGBC 905 FM. You can also listen to OGBC on the Radio Garden.